You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.
Hello, I'm Denise Kennedy, owner of Shirley Girl Boutique. My brand is plus size women fashion, sizes 1X to 3X, specializing in plus size maxis and jumpsuits. I also offer African inspired pieces, one size fit most. My ideal clients are beautiful plus size and curvy women who looks like me and who has embraced their curves and loves what she wears. My goal as an image consultant is to provide style and fashion to complement those beautiful curves. If you're looking for plus size maxis, jumpsuits, African pieces, please be so kind to visit my website at shirleygirlboutique.com. Please like and follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Shirley Girl Boutique, or you can give me a call at 800-294-5497. We're open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can also browse and shop 24/7 at Shirley Girl Boutique. Before I leave, I want to say thank you and to let you know that plus size is not a curse, it's an extra dose of loving.
All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We switched it up a little bit. It is always an awesome time to be on air. This is Loudmouth Radio's Tea Time, the Entrepreneur Academy, and we are live on air. Today has moved so quickly. It's already December 10th, 2019, guys. We're literally 15 days away from Christmas. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like, where's the days going? The months are flying by so fast. But today we have a very, very special guest. And as always, we are so grateful for our listening audience to tune in and be a part of our segments. The great thing about our show is that we are actually able to go live and be heard at that time, as well as have our show listened to it in 24/7 on demand and archives. So if you have your favorite app, whatever that is, if it's TuneIn, Stitcher Radio, Apple, iTunes, iHeart, whatever you got convenient located on your phone, tablet, computer, in your car, you can listen to us right on Stitcher, right out of your vehicle. Either way it goes, you can't miss us. Just Google Loudmouth Radio, be able to pull up our information. So as you can see, our special guest opened up our segment. I thought that was cute. We heard the actual voice of the actual entrepreneur that you're going to hear very shortly live with Shirley Girl Boutique. The proud owner is an online shopping experience for beautiful plus-size women and curvy women, as she mentioned earlier, sizes 1X through 3X. Shirley Girl Boutique specializes in plus-size jumpsuits, and they also offer African-inspired dresses, skirts, and sizes that can go from one size fits all, from size small up to a 3X. So there is a little bit of flexibility with some items, right? As an entrepreneur, Denise's goal is to create a platform to remove limits and labels that have been placed on plus-size women. And she intends on doing this by posting a variety of body types on social media and offering high-quality yet affordable options right on their online website. So if you have not had an opportunity to go online and see what she offers, this is the time. It's truly an honor for Denise to serve women that she says that looks like her and that have been placed in a box because of their curves. So being a plus-size woman is not a curse. It's an extra dose of love, and I think that's so cute. For your own shopping convenience, please visit the website at shirleygirlboutique.com. And they are on Facebook and Instagram. So we're going to go ahead and bring her right on in and let her tell you in depth who she is, what she about, how she's got to this point. I'm sure we're going to have an opportunity to learn some awesome things about her from her viewpoint and why you should bring your dollars over and shop with her. This is the season. I'm sure there's somebody in your family, friend, or maybe a church member or something like that you can gift. This actual episode is sponsored by Solid Rock Solutions Group of Atlanta, where you get your trucking company started, 24/7 dispatch services, full operation and management, and you can call them at 404-642-0555. Welcome, Denise. Good morning. How are you? Welcome to Landmark Radio.
Good morning. Thank you, Sunday, and I appreciate you having me on air.
Oh, you're so welcome, my dear. It's a pleasure to have you. How is your day going thus far?
So far, so good. It's a nice day today.
I know. It's not raining. It's not, the sun isn't the brightest, but you can see there's some visibility, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So hopefully you had an opportunity to hear. We were talking about you. You know, I know you was right there in the mute on the hold, but you could hear us talking about you. And hopefully you had an opportunity to hear yourself start to show off. I thought that was cute. How about you?
Well, thank you. I did.
Apples?
I appreciate it.
Awesome. So, you know, I always like to try to give a soft introduction of the business before we get an opportunity to actually hear from you. So I know I touched on some things. Your commercial highlighted some things. So I definitely wanted to go dive right in and just kind of find out. Tell me a little bit about where you're from, Denise, and how you got to the point of starting this business.
Well, I retired from banking in 2015, and I was a little too young to retire, so you know, and age-wise. So
right, age-wise.
So I wanted to do something that I was passionate about, and that was opening my boutique. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I have been in business now for 19 months. And I wanted to make sure that thank you. I wanted to do something that I really enjoy. And so just shopping and for women that look like me, to provide affordable options and styles that would, complement their clothes. So there was the birth of Shirley Girl Boutique.
I love it. So for you, coming from banking, that's definitely an industry that typically you do hear that people either they're in it for a longevity or they get in and get out. You know, So coming from such a background and understanding the process of financial, having some financial literacy in that perspective. What made you do an online store versus going into a brick and mortar?
Well, through my research, I was looking for different areas that I thought was a great location to open a boutique with the traffic. But then also, I've just seen a lot of businesses close. All types of businesses. There have been some boutiques that have closed. So in some of the places that I thought was a prime location to open. So my other alternative was to go online and to reach out to a market that I thought would that I can attract to come to my boutique.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna tell you something. That's not a radical move. It's a smart move. Honestly, we're in a digital age, right? And I can remember as a little girl, my mother would avidly seek out boutiques, and it was one of those things that when you came across them, you just wanted to dive in, and you probably would spend hours in there, combing through and seeing things that were on the shelves and stuff like that. And we're in an age now where a lot of retail is experiencing, they're saying, the death of retail because of the fact that you have companies like Amazon and other online sectors that have intensified the shopping experience, right?
Yeah.
What I love about your whole strategy and your whole system, that you're very focused, you're very sure, and you're dead on when it comes to your target market. You know who you're styling for, you know who you're buying for, you know who you're looking to index and say, look, if you go to her website, my listening audience, you're going to see Denise proudly standing within some of her models that are on her site. And you'll see her styling, wearing a lot of the styles that she sells, and she looks great in them. You know, Denise, I must compliment you. Always look great whenever I see you, and you're so welcome. At this time, to see what I would consider, you know, you also are drawing a distinctive market. I don't think that you're just isolating to a mature woman, but definitely you're giving great fashion to more of a mature woman as far as age and maybe career. And I think a lot of the items I've seen you can wear, like if you were to go to work and you were to get off work and you wanted to step out for a little while and do something social or even a business meeting or something like that. It has that versatility.
They do, absolutely, especially with the maxis and jumpsuits. Well, actually, my entire line is like that. You can. And my target market in terms of the age demographic is 35 to 65. And I even have, you know, younger ladies coming, you know, in to do the same, you know, to purchase. But definitely.
Go ahead, I'm listening to you, honey. You said definitely what? Uh-oh. I think we lost Denise. I'm sure she'll call back in. So we're going to take a quick commercial break real quick. You're actually listening to Tea Time, the Entrepreneur Academy on Loudmouth Radio. And we'll be right back. You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network. Insurance Associates Atlanta, formerly Mathis Insurance Services, is an independent agency offering personal, commercial, life, and health insurance products to meet the needs of your business and your family. We specialize in helping you protect all of your assets, whether you're purchasing insurance for the first time or searching for better products at a better price. Feel free to contact us at 770-483-0310. We're conveniently located at 1030 Remington Drive in Conyers, Georgia. Visit us online at insurance-iaa.com. Recent auto accident, back pain, neck pain, stress, headaches? Ewing Chiropractic can help. Here at Ewing Chiropractic, our office utilizes an approach of pain relief measures for the treatment of auto accidents, slip and fall, sport, and on-the-job injuries, as well as acute and chronic pain. We can be reached at 678-586-3592 and located at 5459 North Henry Boulevard, TC in Stockbridge, Georgia. Healing the injured one spine at a time. We can be reached at ewingchiropractic.com. All right, and we're back. I'm so excited to have a special guest on. We were actually just cut to a quick commercial break, because sometimes technology tries to take over. So Denise was in mid-stride sharing with us, and we're back on air. Denise, you back with us?
I'm back, yes.
Hey, that's how you want to do? You just want to leave us in the middle of stride? I was all dived in. I was like, oh, yeah, Denise, say that again.
I don't know what happened with that.
Yes.
But as I was saying that, I was talking about.
Okay.
I was just talking about the ages of the women that, you know, that I cater to, ages 35 to 65, and you can definitely wear any of my outfits to the office, and then you can also take them to, you know, dinner after work, some type of networking meeting, whatever you have to do afterwards.
Absolutely. So for you, just tell me a little bit about your approach of how you choose some of the pieces that you actually display.
Well, when I first started my business in 2015, I spent time doing research on how to get started, you know, what's needed, getting my, my permits, you know, to sell. And then I went to Vegas to ASE, which is affordable shopping destination, and that's where I found my my suppliers. that are
you talking about the magic, like the magic show?
Like the magic, yes.
Mhm.
It's very similar to that. And so I met a supplier, and he displayed a lot of items that really interest me. So I was able to touch, feel the product, and then I was able to develop a relationship with him and a couple other suppliers back in New York, and
very
that's where I
nice.
get my from. And so I don't have to always go and check product. I whatever I see, I know it's going to be quality. So that's how I order my products for my boutique and for the women that
very
I dress.
Nice. Okay, so do you still go to the magic shows now? That
I
that
do.
you've been actually in business now? Okay.
Oh yeah. I go twice a year. Check out the color palettes, what's trending, what I think that that I see that I can see my women in. Again, most of them are trendy. The color that pops. So those
right.
and the stock, and so and things that I would like to see in my boutique.
I know that's right. So for you doing, and I'm so glad you're sharing this because from a consumer perspective, I don't believe necessarily people understand just how much it takes to find the things that you want. When you're buying, especially specialty type items or different trends that that may be very much in, but may not be as readily accessible. And there's a different market from one coast to the other. You go to New York or you go to Chicago or you go to Atlanta. Not everything you see there you might necessarily see here. And I don't know about most people, but I don't particularly care for everyone having the same thing I have. So I like to find things different. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's true. And it's nice, too, to be different.
It is. I think for the most part, if people were to, what we call it, not buyers, style, personal stylists. When you have someone that can be your personal stylist, my wife back here, I'm one. I'm pretty sure she's going to probably connect and get into this conversation in a minute. But literally, most people desire to have different looks. How many times have you gone to an event and seen, your entire outfit on somebody else? You know what I mean? It doesn't happen often, but it does. You know what I'm saying? And it's always so, and it's so funny, honey, because once you spot the person, it's like, damn, now your eyes are following them through the room, and you'll catch yourself. You checking yourself, and you looking to see if the outfit is falling the same on them as it is on you.
Absolutely, yes.
Come on now, that's telling the truth. Then we're looking at the accessories and hopefully we don't try to go too far and start peacocking around the people, honey, and start whipping your feathers. But
it's really funny. That does happen a lot. I mean, not a lot, but I do know people that that shop, and sometimes even with some of the pieces that I have, you have people that are very creative with style, and they may make some changes.
Yes.
They may maybe bring something off of the shoulder, or just different type of accessories. A dress may not have a belt, but you can absolutely add it there to add a different look.
Exactly.
To that outfit.
Yes, accessorize it, yes. I actually think for most people that are buying and shopping online, one of the biggest discrepancies, I don't know if you've seen this, but just recently, it's been hilarious. People have been posting on Facebook. So I saw this online, and I wanted to be, try to be sure that I was going to be good. So instead of ordering a large, which I typically wear, I maybe did a 2X. So there was a young man on Facebook, honey. It was this jacket. It was real cute. It was really, really colorful. And he posted the picture of the guy that had the jacket on. And so he's next to the picture in a video talking about, so yeah, I ordered this jacket and I just wanted to be safe. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, he was a little hefty in the chest. He was big on the top. Man, he pulled that jacket out and put it on. And when I tell you, I don't think your sleeves supposed to be looking like cummerbunds. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
They're not supposed to be rolled up. That you cannot.
Most definitely
that you cannot move your hands. I'm just saying. So now he's looking like Popeye because his arm is bulging out. And he literally cannot bring them down. So how challenging do you find when you're buying that the sizes that you have are true at the size versus, 3-4 times different?
I haven't really had that discrepancy with anything that I've sold since I've been in business. So what I do is that you had mentioned earlier, I wear everything that I sell. For me, I'm a size 2X. And so the products that I sell are true to size. Some of the maxis and jumpsuits have just a little stretch to them, and you can order your appropriate size, and you don't necessarily have to go up or down a size. I may have in the past a few pieces that I would recommend going up a size, based on what I modeled for that particular product.
Absolutely.
So for the most part, they're good to go. So whatever your size is, you'll be okay with them. Right. And I know also the body type, will, make a difference. But I haven't had that. I haven't had that situation yet. So hopefully we can stay the course.
Absolutely. I think for the most part, we're in a day and age where people are becoming a little more trusting to buy online. And for you, specifically buying, I know you do a lot of maxi dresses and like some of the wrap dresses and stuff like that, which gives you a little more flexibility. I just love the way they fall. They usually have more of a flare skirt. There's usually sometimes a little more give in some areas, and then it may come in a little bit more in the waistline, or the waistline may have a little bit of flexibility to allows you to have some room, if you needed to go up a size, if it was a little bit closer, a little tighter than what your normal size would be, you still could get away with it, right?
Yeah, right.
Desi was sharing something with me. We were talking about some of the shows coming up, and she was making a very, very valid statement about social media. And there's been a little more of a trend of companies starting to recognize the importance of incorporating more plus-size models into aspects. What's your thoughts on that?
Well,
especially social media too.
Yeah, with social media, you see it more on social media. But when you're out shopping for your boutique, I still feel that it's been underserved. It's still underserved, and a lot of different brands not carrying, plus sizes. So what happens is that when I go to Las Vegas to ASD, I find it's still a challenge, and so I'm not sure what the brands are, and because I do follow those pages that represent the plus size community. Yeah, I follow those pages. Yes. Some nice pieces in their store. I see that there's Fashion Nova that carries a lot of pieces. A lot of ladies or young ladies model those pieces. So I think that social media on Instagram is doing a great job, but in the actual stores, where you shop for your wholesalers, they don't always carry the plus sizes. So you really don't always have the opportunity to have a variety of pieces. So you have to find a supplier that carries the larger size, and it requires a little work.
Right, and the sensitivity of material. Because I'm gonna tell you, just because you may be plus size, everybody don't want to wear spandex. Everybody don't want to just have like this that little funky stretch material that is bit too, I can't think of that fabric that is so notorious sometimes. I can't even think what you call the material. But I like Pima cottons and linens and different fabrics that are just, always accessible in different looks and different styles. And you know what? We have a guest that would like to speak. I'm going to make sure I allow her to speak before I get beat up. So, caller, please state your name.
Hello, everybody. This is Jazzy, the other side of Loudmouth Radio. I'm so happy to be on with you.
Hey, Jazzy.
Hi, honey. I wanted to come on and say, first and foremost, to iterate or go back over what Sunny said initially. Your fashion, your style is incredible, just absolutely incredible. So I commend you on the fashion, but I'm over here in the studio like, hey, let me get in on this conversation. As a cosmetologist and as a fashion stylist, to see you come out specifically for women that are larger sizes is incredible. And the reason being is what you've already said, but I just wanted to say, now it's not just social media, but now companies are recognizing, which they should have for the longest time, that big women, bold and beautiful women, are very prevalent in the financial market. Meaning, just because you are a certain size does not mean that you're not in every genre of professionalism, sports, entertainment, so forth and so on. So why not create the fashions that go beyond looking like maternity wear? Remember back in the day?
Absolutely.
All
yes,
clothes.
Yes.
Like if you were plus size, you had on a maternity outfit. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
You had no options.
And so, so the fashions that you have and the styles that you have, actually, I'm a size, I would be considered right in that first level with the weight that I've gained of a large size, meaning I'm that 14, 16, and then we go up, right? But even on the smaller end of the plus size, I don't even have some of the confidence that some of my, plus size, plus girls do. I mean, they walking in, honey, with tight leather and high heels and looking fabulous. And I'm like, oh, girl, I need to hide this little gut. So I really appreciate the fashions that you have and that you've taken the initiative to really reach out to our sisters with bold patterns, showing off the curves and not being ashamed. Oh, I'm out of breath, girl. So, okay, I'm going to give it back to Sunny because, I just need to get that little two-piece in. Okay, boo. Bye. I'm going to
Well, thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, I'm going to tell you something. That was just all dynamic, okay?
Love her spirit. I feel you.
Yes. I tell you, Denise, the whole essence of the new trends of fashion and the approach. One of the things I love that I've seen you do is that you adamantly do a lot of various models. You give different looks. How could someone that maybe listens to this show not only support you, of course, financially by making purchases, but how maybe could they be an ambassador for Shirley Girl Boutique? Or is there such an option, to maybe become a model and do some additional things? I'll just put it out there, girl. Who's the ambassador?
No,
where
thank you. I appreciate that because I am very open and willing to have anyone to contact me. They can contact me via email at info@shirleygirlboutique.com. or they could DM me on Instagram at Shirley Girl Boutique. And I'll be more than happy because I am always looking forward to build a team of models that I can call on for the photo shoots because we get inventory in frequently, and I need to showcase pieces. I have some here now that I need to be modeled. So I would love for anyone that's interested, that's plus size, to contact me, and we could get together and we'll collaborate and get these photos out there on social media so people could see the other things that, we have in store for them.
Absolutely. I love it. So we're right at 15 days before Christmas. Do you have any specials that you're doing right now that you would like to share while we're on air?
I sure do. I am on air with Loudmouth Radio, and if you go to my website and at checkout, make a purchase at checkout and get 15% off, just use code LOUD, LOUDD, for 15% off until the end of December. So December 21st, that offer will expire.
Okay, you said December 21st, what now?
I said today until December 31st. If anyone on this,
okay, got you.
On this listening audience will go to my website, they make a purchase, and at checkout use code LOUD, LOUDD.
LOUDD, I love it. So for anyone that may want to model with you, typically, do you actually all the models that are participating in your on your website and stuff like that, right? Are they also into social media posting, with you as, social media in social media inclusive with the Shirley Girl Boutique?
I'm not quite sure, because I'm not all that great with social media, Sonny. So when you say that, when you're saying it's inclusive with social media, I mean with Instagram and Facebook?
Yeah, so in other words, if someone, I know you have some models that are on your site now, right? Are they also doing some postings for you on social media from their segments as well?
Oh, yes, they do. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. So I actually, I'm looking at the website right now. So for those who actually go online, you offer free shipping, which is really nice. Mm-hmm. Right? On most of these products, I think I've seen majority everything was free shipping. On all purchases? Oh, very nice.
Yes.
And you purchase it. So anyone shopping anywhere across the U.S., you guys, free shipping. That's awesome. Let's take a quick commercial break real quick, Denise, and we're going to come back.
Yes, ma'am.
And make sure you share with our listeners your social media and all that information so they make sure they follow you. Just hold on for me real quick. You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.
Happy holidays. This is Natasha for BB Cakes and Sweets, where we handcraft your dessert to your sweetest occasion. Please give us a call at 678-435-4781 and let us handcraft your holiday extravaganza. We do custom cakes, pies, desserts of all sorts, cookies, brownies, cupcakes, cake pops, treat tables, wedding cakes, anything your heart desires. So give us a call. We would love to talk with you. Again, you can reach us at 678-435-4781, or you can reach us at bbcakesandsweets@gmail.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, Yelp, and Google. Thank you, and have a happy holiday.
Ladies, are you looking for the next best find? Donche Shoutique will bring out your inner glam. The lady herself, Miss Donche, is dedicated to providing you with the latest in Hotlanta fashion footwear. It'll make you stand out at every event. In addition to our amazing prices, we are the go-to source for high fashion footwear. So stop by and shop online. We're sure to have the right shoes for you. www.donshe-shoes.com. That's www.donshe-shoes.com. Don Shay's is the only place you can go to still be sane and have a sure side.
You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.
All right, we're back live. We just need to take a quick commercial break. Before the break, we had an opportunity to hear some interaction between Denise and Jazzy talking about plus-size fashion and just the trends of all the opportunities of making some difference in some beautiful ladies' lives. So if you guys have not heard of Shirley Girl Boutique, trust me, you go to the website, you're going to see some beautiful pieces, and you will not be disappointed. Denise Kennedy, CEO and founder of Shirley Girl Boutique, is always accessible to your needs. And I want to ask this, Denise, while we're in this position, if someone wanted to have some additional things that maybe you did not have on the website, your personal shopping services are also accessible. Is that a possibility? Or can they also request maybe some things?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They can always get in contact with me on Instagram. They can call me. They can email me, and I'll get the pieces out to them. I can show them, and then if they're interested, I can get that out to them. Shipping is free.
Very nice. I think that the best part of this is that we're right in the midst of the holiday season. And the online shopping, Black Friday broke records. I believe $7 billion+ was spent during Black Friday, and it was so many different websites of major retailers, major like H&M. Oh God, I can't even. It was quite a few. There was a list of retailers to where their websites literally were blacking out. I mean, the shoppers were on there. So yes. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think since Black Friday, if you pay attention, there has been a lot of outages. I know phone services and stuff like that. And honestly, I think we're overwhelming so many towers, to where I'm not lying. I believe that it's so many people online. Costco was another website that went down. Nordstrom Rack.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, there's just been a tremendous amount of surging. So Shirley Girl Boutique is ready, okay? We ain't going to have no outages. We ain't going to have no delays. You get free shipping. Let's not make no excuses. So for you as a small business, say that again.
I said, and then they will love the packaging.
And she said, like, you'll love the packaging. So make sure you support. For the next, I would say today's the 10th. So what would you say if somebody needed to have something shipped and received by Christmas? Denise, when is the best time for them to make sure they made their purchases if they want them, on time for Christmas?
If they want their purchases by Christmas here, I'm just going to take a look at my calendar here. Okay, of course I know that Christmas is on the 25th, but if they make their purchases by the 21st, this is out of state, they need to make the purchases by the 21st, by December 21st.
Oh, December 21st? Okay.
Yes.
So guys, make haste. That's literally 11 days. This year, Thanksgiving was late. It was in the latter part of the month. Usually, Thanksgiving is like the 22nd, 23rd, 21st. And so people are accustomed for Thanksgiving to hit kind of in that third week. And this year, it was really late. It hit at the very last part of Thanksgiving. Yeah, days away from December. And so people are starting to recognize, wow, I lost that extra week that I'm accustomed to having to do my shopping. And I don't know about anybody else, but December, the last half of this year, the whole year itself to me has been flying. We're already in the 10th of the month. And before we look up, we'll already be in New Year's. So please, Denise, share with our listeners your social media handles, how they can find you, website information again, and that way they make sure they can connect and follow you.
Okay, sure. Thank you. My website is shirleygirlboutique.com. Facebook is also Shirley Girl Boutique. Instagram, Shirley Girl Boutique. You can email me, info@shirleygirlboutique.com. You can contact me by phone, 800-294-5497. My business hours are Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And don't forget to get your 15%. Go on and grab it. Use code LOUD at checkout. There's free shipping, and you'll love what you select. So,
awesome.
If they have a family member or friend looking for the products that I sell, plus size, maxi, jumpsuits, or African prints, please go and visit the website to see what we offer.
I love it. So for those who have not had an opportunity to go to the site, this is a good time to do so. Get an opportunity to do your shopping, and if you want to buy some things for your mom, your sister, your aunt, your godmother, I'm sure she would adore it. And it's the holidays, so the packaging is probably even more so going to be festive for you. So we are so grateful to have you on air with us today, Denise. It's been a long time coming. For those who have not had an opportunity to hear the show in its entirety, we're just coming on. The show will be available for archives, most likely within the next 30 minutes once we get off air. So for those who have not, please follow her on Facebook, on Instagram, and make sure you index the website as your favorite, one of your favorites. So anything you have, Denise, before we summarize and come off air?
No, I just want to thank you, Sonny, for the opportunity for having me on, connecting me with the listeners. I just appreciate it. I want to wish everyone a happy holidays. Enjoy time with family and friends, and just be good to yourself.
I know that's right. Be good to yourself. I like that. I think today's only Tuesday, and I'm like, the days are getting dark so early. I have to remember that the shopping aspects of things are still open later. But the great thing is when you're online, that's 24/7 on demand. So you have the accessibility to reach it. That's right. You can get up in the morning, roll out of bed, and make a purchase.
Just like that.
Just like that. So thank you so much, Denise. I appreciate the time today. Anything, I always like to try to ask my business owners this too before I let you go. And this is just your own shared insight. How what's in this process, what has been some of the things that you've learned just really stepping into entrepreneurship? Because you came from corporate, have had worked in your career for some time, and now you've migrated into the life of an entrepreneur. So, how has that transition been, and what would you say to others who are considering, becoming small business owners or an entrepreneur?
I would say to be open, to have an open mind, to be patient, and to trust the process, because it's not easy. There's a lot of failures. There's a lot of new things to learn. And so it's been a nice journey, but I had some hiccups, and just to be patient and not to give up.
I love it. And, the one thing I did forget to ask prior to in the beginning, where did the name come from, Shirley Girl Boutique?
Shirley,
what was the inspiration?
Shirley is my inspiration is Shirley is my family name, and I come from a family of plus size women, so I couldn't think of a better name. So with
pay
with
homage
my,
to the
with my
family.
brain,
So is that your maiden name? Is that
yes,
your maiden name, Denise?
yes, it is. Mhm.
Oh, nice. And where's your family from?
My family is from Jackson, Mississippi.
From Jackson, Mississippi. Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Girl, you know we cousins somewhere up in there, right?
Right, absolutely.
You already
I'm
know.
sure.
Like, girl. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. My family reunion is in Mississippi in 2020. We're going back to our family coming from Africa from Africa to the U.S. And of course, the first stop was Mississippi. I don't know how that just turned out to be, but the slaves came in through that coastal region, and I know for a fact on my mother's side, our family came through Mississippi as well, which most African American families have, and migrated, into different places. How long have you been in California?
I've been in California all my life.
Okay,
so what I would like to do with you is that, yes, but we're going to have to maybe talk and just come up with some of the names or whatever. We can see how we're related.
It's a possibility, honey. It's always a joy to root to those things, and you'll be amazed when you really start researching and finding ties. So I'm assuming your mom or dad was somebody here born in California, and you were born here. They came here from Mississippi.
Yeah, my maternal side of the family came from Mississippi.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. That's so awesome. And so, it's one of those things, I'm a migrator, but most times you hear people in major cities like major states and cities like L.A. and surrounding areas, there's so many people that are from so many other places, so that you actually are a local Californian, which you hear that every so often. You've been here a long time and you've seen a lot of change. So, but I'm so grateful. I love what you shared in the beginning of the program about the research that you did, and I try to encourage. What I love about Tea Time is that we talk about the successes, but that you also were able to say, "Listen, I had some failures," but I love the fact that you shared systematically how you got started. You did a lot of your research versus you just ran into a place and just started rolling, and got up and going. So I also know that you do a lot of vending. I don't know if we mentioned that. I believe we met initially at an event, and you were set up, and she has a beautiful display. So even with that being said, if you're out in the San Bernardino, Riverside areas, you might have an opportunity to connect to Denise and have an opportunity to see her displayed, or even invite her maybe to some events or something like that. Shirley Girl Boutique is always more than accessible to be present. Am I right, Denise?
Absolutely. I am a fashion vendor at many women empowering events, and I'm also on Friday nights. I have a place that I go to, Nita Ray's Comedy Lounge in Rialto. So, but if anyone in the Inland Empire have an event, please let me know, and and I'll show up with my fashions.
So Denise, I have a question that's being posed online here.
Yes.
If somebody wanted to carry your line from consignment or retailing or something like that, is there an open opportunity or possibility for that?
Sure, I would love to have a discussion with that individual that's posing the question. If we can connect, okay. I'm open for discussion. Absolutely.
Oh, cool. So you heard that. We're on air, so everybody heard that. So I think for the most part, the opportunity is there. Denise is just there and is just easy to approach, and you can always come to her, ask questions and things of that nature, and get whatever clarity that you need to have. But thank you for that question. So yes, anything you want to say before we close out?
No, I'm just so excited. I really enjoyed the time being with you on air, talking with Jazzy, and connecting with your listening audience. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, sweetie. It's a pleasure. 'Tis the season to be shopping. La 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 la.
Yes.
So make these purchases. Okay, let's make America great again with spending with small business. Okay, so it's so important.
Yes,
it's vital that we shop with our local and small businesses, because we definitely are a major part of what keeps the economy going, and we just have to support each other. So I appreciate you so much, Denise, for giving me the time, and for Shirley Girl to be a part of our broadcast. You're so welcome. And and thanks so much for offering our listeners the promotional offshoots. I actually posted that online as well on social media. So for those who have an opportunity, make sure you connect. Jazzy is behind me, like, we will be shopping over here. She's right behind me, honey. So thank you so much, Denise. I'm going to go ahead and part you farewell, my darling.
Okay, it's been my pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Bye.
Good people, we have now concluded another successful show on Tea Time. I hope everyone has enjoyed Miss Denise Kennedy and Shirley Girl Boutique. And I know that each and every time we have these shows, we really have really organic conversations, and I try to hone in on the things that are important to know. And when you have business owners who I think are champions, it takes a lot to get up every day with so much level of uncertainty to know how or when, someone may, commit a sale to you. So it's so important that we support each other, we recognize our greatness, and that we're able to connect and hopefully inspire, which our core values is always to empower, inspire, and to entertain collectively. So today has not been anything less of gratitude, of having a wonderful entrepreneur that is dedicated to her cause and is shining bright and doing her best and brightest. And she literally is her brand. So like I said, if you go to her site, you'll see her on display on her website, along with many other beautiful models that she has that is sporting her looks and getting it in, okay? So for those who have not had your final list, maybe add some things to the list that you can find right there on Shirley Girl Boutique. For your curvy plus-size women, one size might fit all, or from size small to 3X. Okay, I don't know what's happening. I don't make jingles and stuff that don't make no sense. Don't judge me. All right, my good people, I actually am going to encourage you to continue to keep following us. We are going into 2020 so fast, but listen, we still got 2019 to see through. So as of today, we literally have 21 days of this month left. And for us as a radio network, we're continuously staying on our grind and growing. We still have some additional shows that are winding down for 2019. Our Tea Time segment has been a steady climb. And I'm so excited about our new shows that we're starting in the beginning of the year. Make sure you connect to our Off the Market, which is our real estate show, on Loudmouth Radio, coming into Loudmouth Radio, and we'll also be expanding into Loudmouth TV with some awesome tours of some homes. So if you have an opportunity to connect with us on Loudmouth Radio, you can go right to our website and pull us up and have an opportunity to listen to our archives, download whatever you need to download from your device. Any app you choose, you can find us. And we're just so grateful for being here. We also want to encourage you, if you would like to be a media partner, as you heard in the broadcast, you heard some of our media partners and sponsors that were actually mentioned. As always, we want to recognize and give great appreciation and gratitude. Our premium media sponsor, Solid Rock Solutions Group, LLC of Atlanta, Georgia, is pulling strong. You have over 20 years of experience of freight, trucking, and logistical leadership there, 24/7 dispatch services. You actually have full operations management support. If you want to become a freight agent, a freight broker, if you have a truck and you need management, if you want to get into trucking, this is the person you want to contact. And definitely the leadership will guide you through whatever processes wherever you may be. And you can contact them at 404-642-0555. And we also want to thank always our longevity of Chiropractic of Stockbridge, Insurance Associates of Atlanta, also BB Cakes and Sweets, who we just had on last week for their tea time. They're baking up some wonderful things. So we'll let you know that you can connect to them as well. And if you didn't listen to the show last week, pull it up. It's right there. You'll be able to hear all the great things that they're able to do. And we're so grateful for all those that we have in our limelight that is listening and connecting to us. So we just thank you so much. And we'll talk to you soon. We'll be on air with the next tea time. So make sure you follow us. Have a blessed day.
You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.